Hello, everybody. I wasn't prepared for some reason. Oh, I don't have a lot of time left on my iPad before it dies. This is a new request, but I was just like, something different. I'll take it. Kevin Dobson, in one of my K-Flay videos, he commented, "Can you please react to False Dichotomy by Metric?" All right, I'll do that. I know Metric. I like Metric. I know them from Scott Pilgrim versus the World. That song, Black Sheep or whatever. Is that how it goes? It's like, hello again. Yeah, Black Sheep. Friend of a friend, I knew you when my common goal was waiting for the world to end. Love that song. And I was like, what is this? Was this written for the movie? What? I didn't know who Brie Larson was at the time. I had no clue who she was. Now she's one of my favorite actresses. So yeah, I did some research. I was like, oh, Black Sheep. I put it on my playlist. I loved it. I know they have some other stuff. Help, I'm Alive. I like that song. Help, I'm alive. My heart keeps beating like a hammer. And Gold Guns Girls. I love that song. All the gold and all the guns and all the girls in the world. I'm sorry, I suck at singing, but yeah. I know those 3 songs pretty well. I don't know if I know any others, but those are 3 that popped up that I know when I searched for their name, because I couldn't remember what I knew that I knew. And they've been on my playlist for a long time. And I think I was introduced to them from Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Anyways, I never heard of this song. What was it called again? False Dichotomy. So, false dichotomy. No idea what that meant, so I looked it up. I read the definition. This is what the definition says. For you smart people out there. A false dilemma, also referred to as false dichotomy, is an informal fallacy based on a premise that erroneously limits what options are available. The source of the fallacy lies not in an invalid form of inference, but in a false premise. I should understand what that means. Now that I know what it means, reading it again, it makes more sense. But when I had just read it by itself, I was like, huh? And, oh, my lips are super chapped. Don't look at it. No. Anyways, so I read it again. Not any clearer. Read it again. Not any clearer. I was reading like word for word. An informal fallacy based on a premise that erroneously limits. I don't understand. But I did some more digging. Hopefully this means the same thing. It seems like it does. False dilemma. This is more dumbed down version that I could understand. And I was like, oh yeah, duh. That's what it is. When only 2 choices are presented, yet more exist. Or a spectrum of possible choices exists between 2 extremes. False dilemmas are usually characterized by either this or that language, but can also be characterized by omissions of choices. Another variety is the false trilemma, which is when 3 choices are presented when more exist. So, makes total sense. I think of it as like politics nowadays in the United States. We definitely have this false dichotomy. It's like everything basically right now is this. You're either for or against abortions. There's no in between, there's no gray areas. You're either Democrat or Republican. There's no other options. You're either anti-Trump or for Trump. You're either anti-Biden or for Biden. You're either what's another thing? You're pro gun or completely against guns. You're either for free healthcare or not. You're either for a wall being built and no immigrants being let in or whatever, or you want no wall at all and all the immigrants to flood in. And I am almost always not on one side or the other. I'm kind of in the middle, bled around, you know. I believe in things from both sides on a lot of it. And I think that's the way almost most people are, unless they're insane. I really think that you're crazy if you are 100% all the way on the right or 100% all the way on the left. You are, I hate the word ignorant because that sounds bad, but it's true. You're ignorant. You're just not letting any other information in at all. You're not, you're just completely closed-minded. You don't try to see things through the other person's, you don't try to see yourself in the other person's shoes or anything like that. You're just completely on one side or the other. And as a human being, I don't think you can be completely on one side or the other and be actually being true to yourself. Like, you're just a walking zombie. You're just a robot at that point. And it's not good. So, yeah. And there's never, I mean, I'm sure there are instances where there's only two options. But for the most part, there's always, I mean, there's this trilemma thing. But I feel like there's always at least three options. Like, there's this or that, but there's always a third option. It might be a horrible, hard thing, but there's always a third option. It's not you either live or die. There's a third option. It might be a horrible option that you don't want to take, but it's an option. So anyways, let's listen to the song before my tablet dies. So the title, if it's about that, sounds extremely interesting to me, and I'm excited to hear this song. So, pleasure gets so easily abused, escape to okay, there's two lighters. Two choices. Orange or blue? I think I'd take the orange one. I'm just vibing with it better. But you could choose to not take any lighters at all. Maybe rub two sticks together. It's very summery. It's giving me a very summer vibe, which is cool because it's summer. Shoes. Bread in an empty glass. Sugar. I just caught that she was saying love, hate. Can you imagine if people walking around, like your friends, your family, whatever, your only choices were to love them or hate them? Imagine how horrible the world would be if you could only love or hate. Oh my gosh. I have so many people that are just like, in the middle zone. I don't love them. I don't hate them. Some people I like. Some people I'm just like meh about. Whatever. There's all varying. There's people that are strangers I have no feeling about. Yeah. Basketball, disco ball. Disco balls are cool. It's all flashy and awesome. But I take the basketball because you can play with it and bounce it around. But maybe I want a volleyball. Maybe I want a baseball. Maybe I want a bouncy ball. I wonder if there's more to the lighters thing, because the lighters are basically the same thing. They're just different colors. I feel like there's a deeper meaning to that, but maybe I'm wrong about that. But kind of makes me think of a bunch of different things. Like, they're both basically, it seems like two different choices, but they both do the same thing. So it really doesn't matter. Or you can say it's like people, one person's black, one person's white, but they're both people. So why the frick does it matter? It doesn't matter. That sort of thing. But maybe I'm thinking way too deeply into it. Alrighty then. So the song, ow. I like the premise of the song. I like the name of the song. I like the video. I don't quite understand. I liked the two objects next to each other, that whole thing, but I don't really understand her like sunbathing with leaves and all of that. Maybe it's just to look nice, but I don't really understand what was going on with that part of it. But I expected she was going to talk more. I didn't catch all the lyrics, but I expected it to be more about maybe like politics, social issues, things, something like that. I don't know. I wasn't catching the lyrics that much, so I don't know exactly. I guess I could look it up. Duh. Told we could be who we wanted or get what we needed. Hey, yeah. One and the other competing over the meaning. Hey, yeah. Back when I said what I want it all, this wasn't the point at all. Hostile to that superficial view. Show me something that can't be bought. It's harder to do than I thought. False dichotomy, no choice to choose when you don't know if you should fall, if there'd be a net at all. Pleasure gets so easily abused. Show me something that can't be bought. I don't know what that line means at all. Show me something that can't be bought. Oh, I guess it's like everybody has a price. Everybody can be bought. So it's like, it's not really about choices. It's about who has the money and who's pulling the strings. I guess that's kind of what it's talking about. It's harder to do than I thought. False dichotomy, no choice to choose. And then hate, love. And when you don't want to chase it, but can't stand to waste it, hey, yeah, it's either rags into riches or life in the trenches. Back when I said what I want, that I want it all, this wasn't the point at all. Hostile to that superficial view. Show me something that can't be bought. I think she's saying, like, when I said I wanted it all, I didn't mean I just want this, like, fame and money and stuff like that, superficial. I was saying I wanted all, like, I just want all the best things in life or something. When I say I want it all, I don't mean just money and superficial crap. I want I want it all as in the best life I can have, the best, happiness and pleasure and all kinds of things like that. Or maybe I want it all. I want everything. I want even, sadness and despair and all the bad stuff as well. I want it all. I want life, not just, pleasure gets so easily abused. Yeah. So I like the lyrics. But the song overall, just listening to the song, just the music of the song, it wasn't my favorite. The other three songs I mentioned in the opening, Black Sheep, the Guns, what is it? Gold Guns Girls, whatever, and the other one, Help I'm Alive. I like those three songs better than this one. It's not one I'd probably add to my playlist or listen to over and over again, but it was pretty good. It made me think about a lot of things, and that's cool. I feel like that's a Debbie Downer, but I'm just trying to be honest. Uh, it hurts to be honest sometimes. Honest to my opinions, not everyone's opinions, of course. It's just my personal opinions. Some people hate the song, some people love the song. Dichotomy. Anyways, like, subscribe, leave more comments, suggestions. This is the time to do it. It's the month of suggestions, and I might not just go back and do old stuff or I might, someone might post a suggestion today and I'm like, oh, I want to do that, and pop right on and do it. I'm not going in any certain order. I'm just flying by the seat of my pants, because that's the way I like to live. And so who knows? So like, subscribe, comment nice things only, and have a nice day. Bye.